Jones, I think it's time to book your third trip back to Luton and go fuck off back there because you're a mug, you're an idiot, and you're a bit of a disgrace, right? I wouldn't personally be calling for your head after that performance. Calling your head after those fucking comments that are an absolute joke. You're criticising everyone around you but yourself. You're saying outside noise has corrupted you and changed your way of playing. Is that still making you play Elanusi, is it? I mean, that's your fault. You're in charge. You're in charge of the trainings. You're in charge of the tactics. You're in charge of the system that apparently doesn't matter because formations don't win you games. That's quite interesting considering you said, well, I want to play back three. But I thought formations didn't matter, Jones. What's going on? Huh? Fucking idiot. And it's funny because you say, oh, all this outside noise is... But you're statistically one of the best managers in Europe, you said. Pound for pound, one of the best. So what's going on? Are you letting people who aren't pound for pound statistically the best in Europe talk to you and change your mind? That's crazy. Because I thought you were statistically the best pound for pound. You're a mug. You've got the ego of Cristiano Ronaldo Prime with the ability of Prime Ali Dia. You're shit, bruv. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're way out of your depth and you have no clue what's going on. You're blaming players. You're chucking Lavia under the bus, who's been clearly our best defensive mid. I don't know why Diallo's playing over him. That is ridiculous. Lavia can't even get past 60th minute. He looks pissed. He looks fucking over it. I don't blame him. What are you doing, Jones? You're making the team worse. How? We've spent how much money, brought in good quality players, and we're worse. Explain it to me, Jones. I'd love to know. You know, Alcaraz sitting on the bench. Orsic not in the squad. Celtic not in the squad. Why? Oh no, but play Yannick Benderak. Yeah, no. Say to Celtic he needs to stay fit, right? He needs to stay fit because he's not going to play. Oh, but play Elanusi, who hasn't played. Oh, and play Benderak, who hasn't played. You're an idiot. And I can't stress this enough. You are actually a pathological liar. Every press conference, it's just the same dross, the same bullshit. It's just constant. You're talking out of your ass, mate. You're absolutely talking shit. And it's actually so crazy. I've never in my life had a manager come out and say this sort of shit. And I'm absolutely surprised. I am confused. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, considering majority of the things that happen at a football club in terms of on the pitch is majority manager. You choose, as I said before, you choose the lineup, you choose the formation, you choose the tactics, you run the trainings, you run your way of playing, your philosophy, you drill it into the club. And if you're coming out and saying 3 months after appointment, 4 months after appointment saying, oh, well, I've been doing it a different way and, you know, I've compromised for fans. What are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter going, oh, they want me to play a 4. Oh, fuck it, I have to play a 4. Oh, they don't want this player. I have to play. Are you like a child? You are a manager. You're a professional, believe it or not. Professional. You know what that stands for? It means being fucking professional. Not a fucking idiot. Blaming him, blaming her, blaming him, blaming her. Like, fucking grow up, Jones. Seriously. As I said, your ego is fucking inflated through the roof. You're whining about everything. It's just like, holy shit. The one thing I think majority of Saints fans wanted from you from that press conference is admit your faults. Every manager makes mistakes, especially when they're jumping to a higher level than you're capable of. You know, they make mistakes. And then they should normally come out and say, I made a mistake. I did this, that. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change that. No, you've come out and said, I've been compromised. I'm going to do this now because me. I hope you're fucking gone by the time we play Wolves. I don't think there's a lot of fans that want you here. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've been here 3 months, had, I think, 17 games, 16 games. What's different? What have you done that any other manager wouldn't do? Nothing. I mean, maybe the other manager wouldn't go to a press conference and chat shit. Maybe. But, you know, that's your specialty, I guess. Anyway, moving on. Brentford game. This is a review of the Brentford game, believe it or not. Started off a bit crazy. Yeah, so lineup was wrong. Back 4 fine. Bednarak playing as a joke. Celtic was just playing in the B team, just fucking around. Same with Bella he was fucking around the B team as well. That's pretty cool. And then you play Elanusi. Why? Why are you doing that? When has Elanusi ever proved that he is good in any capacity? So why is he playing? Jones? Oh, but no, I'm influenced by the fans. If you're influenced by the fans, you wouldn't play him because no one rates him, believe it or not. Do you know why, Jones? Because he's shit. Oh, brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. You're an idiot. Like, I can't actually fathom it enough. You're talking waffle. You're talking shit. You're an idiot, right? And then you're playing Diallo. Why not Charlie? Why not? Charlie's been better. Diallo off the ball is sometimes okay, but on the ball is fucking atrocious. And then you've come out and said Lavia wasn't doing well. Must have been watching a different game. Lavia's the sole reason that we get the ball forward. You do realise that, right? Do you watch the... Actually, hold on. Do you watch the games? Because, I don't know, your team sheets, your lineups, don't really add up. The players you're playing, they don't play well. So why are they playing? Jones, maybe you need to watch the games, brother. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Lavia is one of our best players. The man brings the ball out from the back four brilliantly and can spread it anywhere. No issue. But no, let's play him for 60 minutes and then say he's shit. And it's funny because as soon as Lavia came off, Adozi came off, what did we do exactly? Like, Theo Walcott was just mind-blowingly good. He missed probably 2 good chances, actually. So, yeah, I'm just like... I've got to the point where I just get him out, please. I'd rather literally not have anyone in charge, just have fucking Ruben in charge, the bloody assistant. Just put him in charge, bro. It can't get much worse. I'd rather have someone come out of the media and talk truths and take responsibility, even if we lose, rather than have some fuckwit blaming everyone but himself, not taking responsibility, and he somehow even turned it on the fans. Like, you do realise, right, when you come into a job and the majority of fans are like, I'm not sure about this guy. I'm not sure if he's the one. You don't particularly attack the fans. You know? Like, that would be probably, what's the word for it? Fucking smart. Because the fans run the club. If the fans don't turn up every week and pay fucking, I don't know how much, to watch that every week, if they stop, what happens? Does the club run? Does the club work? No. It's the fans. Run the club. Without the fans, the club's nothing. So why are you attacking the fans? I don't get it. You're stupid. But yeah, Brentford, better team. Not a contest. You can come out and say, oh, we played better in the second half. We've already lost the tie by the second half, so who gives a shit? We could have played like fucking prime tiki-taka Barcelona, doesn't matter. Every week. Oh, we played better in the second half, played better in the second half. We're losing the game before the half's even started. It's 2-0. It's 2-0, brother. What are we going to do against Brentford? Are you telling me we're going to score 3 against Brentford and win the game? No. They could have been up 5 or 6. They probably should have been up about 4 at half time. Salazu has a great game, blocking everything. Without him, what? Could have been 8. Like, Jones, you do realise that, like, you choose the teams, right? And honestly, this is a bit of a rant. I'll be honest. I'm going on tangents. But that's kind of what happens when I'm pissed at Muppets, right? But yeah, we lost, deserved. I thought Suleimani was good when he came on. Suleimana, not Mani, idiot. I thought he was good. He was very direct and positive. Obviously, he couldn't influence the game as much because the tactics don't work. Big Paul didn't really get in the game. He might not be up to running yet. And then obviously, we didn't really see anyone else because Orsic is in the B team for no reason. But let's bring Walcott. Yes, brilliant. Kaltakar not in the team. Brilliant. And obviously Charlie, I mean, he didn't have... I don't even know. Did he come on? I don't remember. Probably by then I was like, I don't want to watch this dross anyway. But yeah. So, with Jones, we're down. I'm normally pretty realistic and like grounded. Like, oh, we're only 3 points out. But with Jones, especially now after what he said... How can the players play for him? How can the fans back him after that? There's no way, unless he went on a 16-winning run and did some magical shit, and we start playing brilliant out of nowhere, which would literally be like God's come to Jones and been like, I'm just going to say, here you go, you have everything you ever want in life, which will never happen. Like, that's the only way. You've attacked the fans, you've attacked the players. The players will be thinking, this guy's fucking muggy, bruv. What has he done in the game? What have you done in the game, Jones? You know, statistically best in Europe doesn't mean shit when you're not playing in a top league in Europe, you fuckwit. It doesn't mean shit. The difference in quality, Premier League to Championship, is fucking enormous. You know, there's a reason, Jones. You know, believe it or not, a majority of the teams that come up from the Championship normally go back down. That's crazy, right? Like, who would have guessed, like, a top division and second division have different standards? Oh, it's as if you're a fuckwit. Like, I just can't stress enough how stupid you are. And I think a majority of Saints fans don't particularly back him anymore. Like, obviously, after the game, you could be like, oh, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? But now, after what he said in press conferences, there's no point even arguing, should he stay or go? Like, he has to go. He has to. You can't attack the fans and get away with it. The next game against Wolves, it's going to be, get the fuck out of our club, get the fuck out of our club, you're sacked, you're sacked, you're sacked, the whole fucking 90 minutes. They're going to boo the team when they come off down 2-0 at halftime against Wolves, because Wolves are actually bloody cracking at the moment. Because you know what they did? They signed a good manager, and we didn't. And that's the difference, right? That's the difference. Everton got a good manager, now they're flying. They're going to fly. Sean Dyche is a brilliant manager. I don't think it would have suited us, but he's much better than Jones. I would have taken him over Jones any day. But that's what happens when you risk it, you roll the dice, and you got shit on. Because Jones isn't the guy to save us. I have people commenting saying, oh, but next season, you know, he'll get you back up. Believe it or not, brother, he wasn't signed to bring us up from the Championship next year. He was signed to keep us in the league. So if he doesn't keep us in the league, he can fuck off. I don't care. He doesn't deserve any time. That's just my opinion, I guess. But yeah, it's a little bit of a rant, this video. I apologise. It's pretty hard when... It is hard to sort of make these reviews when there's some fucking idiot in charge he's just throwing everyone under the bus. And it's sort of just like, just take responsibility, right? The team's not good. You haven't improved them. You can keep yarning on about, oh, it's been happening for a year. It's your fucking job, Jones, to fix it. The whole reason you've been signed is to fix the issues we've had. And you've just added to them with your stupid, egotistical comments thinking you're fucking prime Pep Guardiola, brother. You're shit. You think you're like a mix of Klopp, Pep, and bloody prime Jose, prime fucking Sir Alex Ferguson. You are nothing. You have less credentials than fucking Ralph, bud. But you're comfortably chatting shit about his tenure. It's disrespectful and it's a fucking joke. You need to go. Get out of the club, please. I'm begging. I'm begging you to fuck off, mate. Anyway, that's that. Yeah, I do apologise for the rant. But anyway, I do hope by the Wolves game he's gone. Otherwise, he will be gone after the Wolves game because I'm pretty sure the fans are going to rip him a new one. And then he'll get all and get out in the conference and start chatting shit again. And then we're just going to be like, get out. Yeah, so that's that. Hopefully he's gone. I don't know who we can bring in. I don't know if we can even bring in someone who's half decent. Do I think they will sack him? Probably not because of the money. They did sign like a 3-year deal. Southampton are known for being a bit stingy. So we probably wouldn't go, boom, see you later. There's like 10 mil down the drain or 8 mil, however much it is, and sign someone else. But then you've got to think about it. If we get relegated, that 8 mil is nothing to what we're going to lose, and we're in the Championship. I don't think people understand that. People think like, oh, Championship wouldn't be that bad. No, it would. It really would. The money difference, the prize money difference, the wages we can bring people on. 90% of the players we have will either leave or have to take pay cuts. It's only those two options. And I doubt a lot of them, with the egos they have, will take a pay cut. So they'll be gone. Which could be a benefit in a way, I guess, but we'll lose basically all our talent. All the players we've brought in this season would leave. I doubt any of them would think they're not good enough for the Prem. But yeah, it's been a bit of a longer review. I apologise. But that's that. Anyway, I hope you I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. And hopefully by the time I do a preview, Jones is out of this fucking club.